All right, how you doing, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk about the song Deja Vu by Crosby, Stills Nash. This is, again, digging into my Crosby, Stills and Nash library. This, again, is off of the Deja Vu. This is the title track off the Deja Vu album, around 1970. This song, like Guinevere, is in the Guinevere tuning. And so let me quickly review that tuning, this alternate tuning. The low E stays as an E. The fifth string is tuned from an A to a B, so it goes to a B. The fourth string stays as a D. The third string stays as a G. And the second string is tuned down to an A, and then the high E is tuned to a D. So you're going to get an open E minor 11th or an E minor 13th sound, however you pick it up in your own ear, depending on the song, I guess. Okay, as before, I am going to play a little snippet of the song, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how to play this song, and then we will dissect each of the parts. It's not a very long song, but somewhat complicated. If I ever had been here before, I'd probably know just what to do. Don't you? If I ever had been here before on another time around the wheel, I'd probably know how to deal with all of you. And I feel been here before, and I what's going on under the ground? Do you know? Do you wonder? What's going on down under? Okay, let me go ahead and pick up and let me show you how to play that first introductory part. They use a crossover picking style to do this. Now, it's very simple to what they're doing. They're basically playing the first three strings here, and then they're just laying their finger over the top of the first, on the third fret, and then back open again, and then to the fifth fret. So the key thing is trying to get some kind of picking pattern that sounds good. If I ever had been here before, I'd probably know just what to do. Don't you? So you're going to sing those words, sort of a scat singing style at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I have ever been here before, don't you? And so you're going to do that whole little sort of ad lib over that introductory riff. And then at the end of the riff, you're gonna strum the open E minor 11th or E minor 13th. I'm gonna call it E minor 11th in this song. And that's the open. And what I like to do is hit a little harmonic right at the end. With all of you and I, and then it goes right into the verse. And I feel. Now the first chord in this song is called an E suspended second, okay? Essentially, you're just going to lay your fingers, you're going to cover here on the 9th fret, the first 4 strings. And all strings are strummed. And I feel. And then it goes to the second chord, which is on the 7th fret, same shape. That's a B minor 11th with an E flat, or an E bass, rather. B minor 11th with an E bass. So it's feel. Now the next 2 chords are done somewhat fast because they match the words in the song. Like I've. The first chord is essentially you're putting on the 7th fret on the 3rd and the 4th string. There's just 2 fingers there. So B minor 11th going to a B minor 9th with an E bass. So it's, and then you just drop your pointer finger down. In the song, you're going to do it somewhat fast. Like I've. And then you go to the next chord in the verse, which is an E 11th. Essentially, you're going to take your ring finger and put it on the 4th string, the 6th fret of the 4th string, right here. And then your pointer finger is going to be on the 3rd string of the 4th fret, okay? That's an E 11th. Here. And then you're going to keep that same shape, and you're just going to drop it down to the 2nd fret and match that. This ring finger will be now on the 4th fret instead of the 6th fret, and you're going to keep this on the 2nd fret. That's an E9 suspended 4th. So let me play that line again, and you can get a sense of how that sounds. Okay, so it's. B minor 11th with an E bass, and then a B minor 11th. Been here before, and I feel like I've been here before. The second line of the verse is this very same thing, same little pattern. Of chords. Okay, and once you've done that, it's going to go to the 3rd line of the verse. It's again goes back to the open E minor 11th. And you know, sometimes I play the harmonic on it, so it's, and you know, it makes me wonder, and that's that E9 suspended 4th. That's that shape here on the 4th fret and the 2nd fret that I just showed you a second ago. Wonder. Okay, and then the next chord is here on the 4th fret in the 5th, the 4th and 5th fret. It's kind of a strange shape again. I'm sorry. It is on the 3rd and the 4th fret. I'm sorry. So it's your pointer fingers here on the 4th string, 3rd fret, and your ring finger is on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. This is a D minor 6th with an E bass. What's going on? And then you just drop this finger, the pointer finger, down 1 fret to the 2nd fret. What's going on under? And then you get into sort of this bass part, which is a strange chord, a B minor 7th with an F sharp bass. That's there. All of this chord is on the 2nd fret. You're going to use this finger to on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and then you're going to use this 3rd string 2nd fret. You're going to do a full strum, the ground. So let me play that line again. What's going on under the ground? Okay, now we're going to get into the next thing. You start with the harmonics, and I like to play the harmonics using, you play the E string to get a drone. Do you know? Don't you wonder? So it's a harmonic is played, play the E, the 6th string open, and then you're going to just lightly place your fingers on the 12th fret to get the harmonic of this E minor 11th sound. Don't you know? And just sort of hit it again. Don't you wonder? And then it goes back to the B minor 7th with the F sharp bass. And the last line, what's going on down under? And then the next 3 chords is sort of a upward run of chords. They are all minor 9th chords. Essentially, you're going to take these 3 fingers and you're going to cover the 5th fret on the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th string, and then your pointer finger is going to be on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. That is an A minor 9th add D. And you're just going to go up in scale. So it's, so this is an A minor 9th, a B minor 9th, and a C sharp minor 9th. Okay? So let me play that line. What's going on down under? Okay? Now the next part of the song is sort of a harmony part, and if you remember in the song, they're basically harmonizing, and it's to match several chords that they're harmonizing too. So the chords that they're playing, it starts out on a G6 add a C sharp. I know that's a strange chord, but that's what it's called. Your middle finger is on the 4th string, the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then your pointer finger is on the 2nd string of the 4th fret. And you're essentially going to just you're going to go down the scale with your pointer finger. So all the chords are sort of dropping down. That's a G6 add a C sharp. And then you're going to go drop this down 1. Little bit of voicing difference, you hear it? G6 add 4. And then the long stretch is to go to the 2nd fret, and that's going to give you a G6 with an E bass. And then you're going to lift all your fingers up except for that one that's still hanging on the 4th string of the 5th fret, 4th string. That's a G6 9. So let me play that, and let's see if we can get that to sound. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then the next chords are essentially another strange shaped chord, and it's made by placing your middle finger and your ring finger here on the 3rd and 4th string, 4th fret, and your pointer finger here on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And then you're just going to slide this shape down so it's D6th Then it'll slide to the same shape, this position, to the first fret. That is a C6 +9. And then you're going to hit an open E minor 11. Okay, and then the next chord is an A7 suspended 4th. That is just essentially you're covering the 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string with your fingers here. Okay, so let me play that all together and see if I can get that to sound correct. Okay. There's lead going on during a lot of this. And then open again. E minor 11th. Back to A7 suspended 4th. Okay. So that's that harmony part. A little difficult to play. Got to get those chords down. Now the last part of the song, the outro part of the song, essentially has is using those minor 9th chords. There's lead playing during these minor 9th chords. So the first of the minor 9th chords is an A minor 9th as you go into the last section. So go up to the 12th fret, keeping the same shape. This is the minor A minor 9th I showed you before. Up to the 12th fret, that's an E minor 9th. Okay, next you're going to go to the 7th fret, that's a B minor 9th. Back to A minor 9th. To the 3rd fret is a G minor 9th. So you're getting this chromatic. There's lead playing through the whole thing. So let me play that again. So A minor 9th, E minor 9th, seventh fret, B minor 9th, minor 9th, and then it ends on G minor 9th. And this is when it gets into the harmonics. We have all been here before. All been here before. I've all been here before. Okay, there's 3 lines of this, and it's essentially the same thing. We're going to be playing with the harmonics again like we did before, hitting the E string, and then we're just going to hit the open harmonic on the 12th fret. We have all been here before. Now, you can also do the E and the 12th fret harmonic, and then you can hit the E again on the 7th fret. All been here before. I've all been here before. I find it a little harder to do that 7th fret harmonic, so I mostly play it on the 12th fret. We have all been here before. I've all been here before. And then after it, then there's going to be a little bit of chording, and there's a little lead lick played over that. It goes B minor, which is 7th fret, 5th fret, which is an A minor ninth, and then 3rd fret, which is G minor ninth. So it's all been here before. We have all been here before. Okay, you're going to play that 3 lines, and then the last time, all been here before, have all been here before. You're going to end on that A minor ninth, okay? That's how the song ends. Just sort of an ad-lib on the end with the harmonics. Okay, that's how you play Deja Vu. The way I play it on acoustic by Crosby Stills Nash. A lot of tough chords in here. Hopefully that you've learned something, and as always, if there's any questions about this video or any of the videos that I've made, this song, tabs, whatever, just leave me a message or comment on my YouTube channel, and as before, have a great day.